Take two. Hey everyone, Jay McCain here. Coming to you from the Corona wasteland with a little bit of good news, or at least something a little bit uplifting. Garey Busey did an AMA today on Reddit, and I watched some of them, and I liked them so much that I wanted to put some commentary on them. The reason why I liked it so much is because Garey Busey seems to be, alive and well out there, and living a productive spiritual life. And I was delighted to see that, so I wanted to make this video. And in fact, I did make this video, and then only later realized that my desktop audio was muted, so I was talking to myself the whole time, and you couldn't hear what Garey said. So that was a bummer. But this will be my take two, and who knows? One, I've learned I won't be making that mistake again. And two, maybe now that these thoughts have had more time to marinate in the old noggin, I'll be able to throw out a pearl of wisdom or two of my own. So let's see. The reason why I was so delighted to see that Garey Busey's doing well is because in a lot of ways I relate to him. My cell phone alarm just went off for meds, and that's part of the reason why. Because I'm a person who's mentally unwell. I have a mental illness that's bipolar disorder, and I take a lot of medicine for it, and do a lot of therapy, and it's still a daily struggle, and I get a little nutty. And Garey Busey, I don't know what his thing is, but I know he's had a traumatic brain injury, and I've been knocked out 3 times in my life, which is 3 times too many. The last time it happened, my life really went off the rails. The problems that I experienced with my mental health got worse and worse, and it sort of brought my life to a boiling point. But I do, which is why it's good. I like seeing Garey Busey do well, because I just relate to him in some ways like that. So without too much ado, let's get into some of the questions that were asked of him. The first one he answered was from Death by Piss. Create any new Buseyisms lately?
Good day, Death by Piss. Here's a Buseyism for you. Relationship, RELATIONSHIP. Really exciting love affair turns into overwhelming nightmare. Sobriety hangs in peril. Write that down, put it on your bathroom window before you start your good day of sobriety. Thank you.
So this is a fun one, just because he made his relationship advice an acronym, which is great. And I do believe, if I go back, that's transcribed. Relationship, really exciting love affair turns into overwhelming nightmare. So, obviously, I think we've all been there. Something that starts out as fun and exciting and awesome just turns into a real horrible situation, which is sort of that's just how life is. The Dalai Lama said that all material things ultimately bring suffering, because everything breaks, everything gets outdated. That cell phone that you were so in love with when you bought it brand new, it gets old, it gets filled up with bloat, and it stops working correctly. And relationships can be the same way. The interesting part to this is sobriety hangs in peril. Which means that he got out there and he got sober. I think he had some stints on celebrity rehab with the now much bedraggled, and rightly so, Dr. Drew Pinsky. But he's got clear eyes, when he's making these videos. So it does seem like sobriety is working for him, which is awesome.
Well, every day when I wake up, I look in the mirror, and however my hair is perfect. So my hair actually takes care of itself. I'm just the vehicle it rides on. Yay, hair! It's fun. Your hair is fun. It's a creative element you have in your energy of creating something you are. by doing it naturally. How about that? It's a good answer. Oh. Okay. There you go. Bye.
It's a good answer. You know it's a good answer when you tell someone that your answer was a good answer. As for hair, I'm with him on this, and I mean he's got that scraggly like Bernie Sanders hair, which I love, you know, and I love growing my hair out. I do it. I've done it like 3-4 times throughout my life. It's rather long right now, like down to my chin. It's getting to that problematic stage where I'll be eating and like the food will catch a hair and go into my mouth, and that's a pain in the neck. But aren't we all just a vessel upon which our hair rides? Unless you're bald. Oh, so yeah. Thank you for doing this AMA. What was it like working with Chris Farley? Black Sheep is criminally underrated comedy. I think Black Sheep is actually like a rather beloved comedy. If we're talking about David Spade and Chris Farley movies, oh wait, yeah, no. Tommy Boy is the one that gets all the love. Black Sheep, not as much.
This is from 3XY. You sound like you're the guy that follows a big trailer called Whiteload. Well, what was it like working with Chris Farley? It was like having a green parakeet come and fly to your head and then fly back home again. It was fantastic. We had a great time. He was in awe of me and I was in awe of him. And together we rotated together like the ingredients that make a cake that you'd probably buy on another planet. But it's very edible, because every time you took a bite, you laughed till you had to do something else. Yes, it's not a criminally underrated movie. It's a fantastic movie on its own merit. Criminally underrated, whoever wrote that has got to think again about the command of communication in a positive way. That's the answer. Great! Chris is great. Chris is fantastic. Thank you.
Man, there's an awful lot to unpack there. He and Chris Farley worked together like the ingredients in a cake that you could buy on another planet, but it's still edible because every time you take a bite, you laugh until you have to do something else. Okay, I like it. I mean, what he's trying to say is that like they played well together and it was something unique, you know. Unique but not so strange it's impossible to digest. And then criminally underrated, because that's like such a Reddit-ism, isn't it? Like, it's so criminally underrated. And Busey's like, no, don't call it that. It was just great. Why are you saying something was good, but imbuing that with negativity, you know? Calling it underrated versus just being like, hey, that was a kick-ass movie. I think that's what Garey was trying to get at there. That was a fun one. Oh, also a bird landed on his head.
From Writings of a Dead Poet. Well, here's some news for you, kids. Poets are never dead, because it's the writing they do that keeps them alive forever and past forever. William Butler Yeats, The Second Coming, is a great, great, great poem. So many great poets. Yeah. Poets are beautiful. They give expressions that you never thought of on your own. And what is a fact about me that not many people know? One word. Everything! How about that? Everything and nothing. Because nothing is everything and everything is nothing. And that's how you keep your circle in a perfect order. Because a circle is only one line and it's perfect. And that dot in the center of the circle that's colored blue, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, whatever color it is, that's the center of your core, of your truth, your self-belief, and who yourself really is. Pay attention to yourself, and you'll be able to pay attention to others with ease. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, it's hard to end something like that. I love what he's saying there. To me, what that means is like, to grow and to exist as a human being, you have to have your core principles, and you gotta live those principles, you know. I'm someone who, that's taken a long time for me to understand, and only in the last couple years of my life have I really started to head in that direction, and I'm not there yet. I'm really not. Like, I'm a codependent guy. Like, I like to base a lot of who I am on other people and their opinions of me, and when that falls apart, when that relationship, I forget exactly the acronym, but when that happens, when it turns into a total nightmare, it's destroyed me in the past many times. And only now am I coming to understand that I need to build a foundation upon which I can stand that can't be pulled out from under me, you know? Because if you're placing your self-worth on the opinions of others, that's a rug that can be pulled out by that, you know? But if it's built on a foundation of concrete, of your own ideals that you've collected for yourself as a human, but no one can pull that out from under you. But that's hard. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's something I've achieved. I'm working on building the frame for pouring my cement right now. I don't even have the cement mixed. Princess Bean. Alright, this is the one. I know what happened now. This is as far as I got. This is as far as I got in my first recording. And then when I started opening up new ones, they got tacked on to the end. That's what
I play the guitar. I play bongos, percussional instruments. I play shakers, movers, maracas, and anything.
So he did say maracas. I do believe it's maracas. And he said he plays shakers, and he plays movers, like movers and shakers. I'm not sure movers are an instrument, but hey, I might be wrong.
I can put my hands on, I'll play it, and I'll turn it into an instrument. And how long have I been playing? Since before time began. So you do the math on that one, and we'll be on the same page.
7,000 years is the answer.
Thanks for asking the question. It inspires me to play the table. I play my body.
Oh.
Okay, that's enough of that. I'm hurting myself. Thank you, bye.
Okay, thanks, bye. Oh, he's having a good time out there. Alright, what else we got? Crasty. Have you ever gotten full Busey on anyone? If so, what did they do to deserve it? Oh boy. Oh, look at his face already. I'm ready. So I haven't heard these.
This is from Crasty. Have I ever gone full Busey on anyone? And what did they do to deserve it? Full Busey means different things. I can go full on everything and everywhere in every direction and every way. They have to do something to me to deserve me going full Busey on them. And it could be loving, it could be giving, it could be joking, it could be a pink belly, it could be a deep pantsing area near the flagpole at 3 p.m. in junior high school. I don't know. Full Busey. You come up with your definition of what is a full Busey, and I'll answer anything you want to ask me. But right now I'm at a standstill. Call a full Busey is everything. It's everything. Everything is a full Busey. Okay, take it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a loaded question, obviously. And I don't think that Garey Busey has partial Busey in him. I think everything he does is, by definition, full Busey. He's, they turned up the dial and they broke off the knob when God created Garey Busey, that's for sure. Alright, so the painting one should be the first one in here.
What I'm doing right now is when I wake up in the morning, before I'm really fully awake, I get paints together and paint my dreams. That's
cool.
A great way to find out what color your emotions are. And your emotions, if they're the color of the rainbow, which is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, that's the colors from heaven. That was a burp. If you can paint your burp, you're really doing good. Painting a fart, that's different. But painting anything you feel like painting, just do it. And don't do it thinking. Do it without thinking. And that became a masterpiece that you are already.
Fuck.
You're a masterpiece when you paint. So paint your masterpiece that you feel. Hey! See ya.
See ya. That's a really cool idea. I paint acrylic, I paint oils. I've never painted first thing in the morning and tried to paint my dreams. I've been having the craziest, most vivid dreams lately, and I think it's correlating with the fact I've been sleepwalking. Like, some shit's going on in my brain when I'm down, and it can be problematic because sleepwalking sucks. But if you can paint I've never as far as I've seen, I've never seen a burp expressed in the form of a painting before. So he's right about that, man. Hope you're doing during quarantine? What are your thoughts on the coronavirus?
How am I doing during the quarantine? I don't call it a quarantine. I call it the family camp meeting in the living room in front of a fireplace with books to read and snacks to eat and jokes to tell. No quarantine allowed here. Family camp meeting. That's what everybody should do. Get in touch with your family during this time. Your family is the most important thing you got, besides your health. And they both are even on the scale of survival. Thank you.
Well, I don't know what to say to that. Sounds like a good time, though. Happiest memory. Let's go out on Garey Busey's happiest memory.
I'm Togo Mix 90. That's neat. It's a good identity. I am well. I'm as well as I've ever been in my life. And I'm 75 years old. I've been around the sun 75 times. Okay, my happiest memory is all of them. All of them. You think you have bad memories? Turn it into a good one. By realigning the measurement of what happened emotionally. It's all about growing up. That's why I call a mistake a gift. Because when you make a mistake, you go, oh, thanks, I won't do that again. Happiest memory. The birth of my children. Oh, yes. Bringing life into the world with love and happiness. The accomplishments and achievements I've made in my purposeful life in this entertainment committee. That's good, entertainment committee. I am the president of my entertainment committee, and that's fantastic memory. Thank you for asking.
I'm sure that's what our question and answer hope for. I am the president of my entertainment committee. Thanks for asking. Anyway, that's my Garey Busey update. You know what? These were all numbered. I can't believe I screwed that up. Oh well. I'm gonna chop and screw this together, upload it, and I don't know. For me, it's comforting to know that 75-year-old Garey Busey's out there, still surviving, thriving, doing his thing, because he's a crazy old man, and I'm just a crazy young man, you know? And eventually I'm gonna be a crazy old man, too. God willing. So, until next time, I'm Jay McCain. Take care of yourself.